Hello and welcome to what is about to be an epic adventure. I'm Ryan from Those Fantasy Guys, and we are about to begin the most epic adventure through the Sword Coast that's ever been told in computer game history. Baldurs Gate. We'll be playing the enhanced edition of the game. Baldurs Gate is run on a 2nd edition system. Sort of from the 90s, early 80s, 2nd edition got quite popular, and it's what it's going to be run on. But without further ado, we're going to get in, we're going to get some character creation, and we're going to begin the game. I'm going to turn it down a little bit when we get into there as well. I think there's a bit of volume. Right, let's make this a bit better. Oops. Right, there we go, that's a bit better. Okay. So, to give you some context in this, I'm not going to spend a great deal amount of time on character creation, but to give you some feedback on what the game is and some history, Baldur's Gate is a 1998 top-down RPG. It was a resurgence in the RPG genre. It was groundbreaking at the time, and it truly is one of the greatest games ever made if you're an RPG head. It's probably one of the greatest RPGs of all time. Luckily, after a great deal of time, I've forgotten most of the stuff that happens in it. But to let you know, I will be doing side quests when I can, if I pick them up. I will be trying to complete as many companion quests as I can. And I'll be trying to do more or less as much of a completionist run as I can, but please don't quote me on it if I don't. This is going to be for fun. We're going to be creating some we're going to be creating our main character. We're going to try and stick true to its alignment as much as possible. But this first episode is mainly going to be about the character creation process. So let's begin. So we're going to just ramp the difficulty up, I believe, quickly to insane. Reason I like to play on insane is because it's far more difficult. It's more of a grind, not a grind, but more of a, you have to think about what you're doing, especially in these early iterations of the game. Level 1 D&D, you are weak, and it's just a fact. So, new game, gender. We are going to be playing a male. Doesn't matter if you're a male or female, everyone is just as powerful in these worlds. Okay, so we are going to be using this portrait. This character here is going to be a half-orc. He is going to be a fighter. We are going to be playing a berserker. Could play a barbarian. No, we're going to play a berserker. Berserkers are just fighters that are able to rage. They become winded though after they use their rage, but their rage allows them to become very powerful. It allows them to immune charm, confusion, fear, so some very difficult status effects in AD&D. Not trying to cheese the run, but they're fun to play. They can wear the heaviest armor, use the best weapons. But yes, so we are going to be playing a neutral evil character. The reason that I'm playing a neutral evil character is because I very rarely play evil campaigns. I've completed this game plenty of times with a goodly party and a goodly main character. I wanted to try and change that up for this and go with an evil campaign and try all the evil characters out. So we're going to go with that for now. So, abilities. Okay, so in AD&D, when you're playing the tabletop version, you used to roll your 6-sided dice 4 times. Well, we did anyway. Pick the top 3 and that became your result. Obviously, in this is a bit different. You have reroll options. That's a fantastic reroll already. So, I'm going to be dumping plenty of intelligence and wisdom. These are just dump stats for me. We're going to pop these all up. We're probably going to take intelligence a bit more down. A bit more wisdom, and there we go. I'm charismatic. We're strong, we're dexterous, we're healthy, but we are not smart or wise. So, skills. This character is going to be a 2-weapon style character. And we're also going to be using long swords. This looks pretty good, I guess. Doesn't look too bad at all. We'll keep this one now. Oh.
Batter them into bloody rubbish. Have at you.
Ha! Death comes for you!
Obviously not. I want to try and find a gruff.
Get over here. Right then, I'm in charge. That's about enough. You don't want my hands getting
I like this one so far.
Your life ends here.
Nope.
Death to you all.
Nope.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
But this guy's pretty cool.
Ha ha! I'll lead 'em well. I'll need to be resting soon. I should get moving before the whole day is a waste. Perhaps I'm a bit more hurt than...
No, we're going to go for this one. A bit more gruff. Go Rug. So this character's name is Go Rug Hank. And he will be our character from beginning to the end, from Baldurs Gate 1, possibly Siege of Dragonspear, all the way through Shadows of Arm until the Throne of Baal. Now, let us begin. I'm going to give some small amount of episode time to the beginning. I'm not going to mess about too much with the tutorial. It's not really my bag. I'd rather just sink my teeth in straight away. I know what I'm doing. Not really too much about the story, and it's been many years. But I will now begin our journey. Insane venture forth.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Well, there we go. The journey begins. Gorion has given us our instructions, and we are to gear ourselves and be ready for a journey. Okay, I'm just going to tamper a little bit more of the sound. It just seems really loud. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so to give you a quick rundown, this is how it's going to appear. The enhanced edition really improved on the UI and the amount that you could see. I'm not joking. Back in the 98 version, you could literally see that back on those old screens, but we'll be playing with quite a large field of view. So let's have a look at our stats, which I believe is here. So we are pretty strong. We've got 15 HP at the start of the game, which is quite a lot, especially for a level 1. Don't have anything at all. We've got 6 armor class, and we've got 140 gold. So the Candlekeep Inn. Well, let's begin our journey. So who have we got here? Winthrop.
I'm on it.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee, as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? You always were the big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Ha! Just having a bit of fun with you, me friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers, but you know you're always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So is there anything I could do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure. What do you have, Winthrop? So we're going to try and purchase some early weaponry. Let's see here. What have we got? Well, I would like 2 of those, certainly. And I guess a set of studded leather armor and a helmet. Okay. So let's equip all my weaponry. Fantastic. So, as I said, there's a large amount in this entire area, which is, you know, you can do the tutorial, you can have a look around, there's quests and things that allow you to get to grips with the game, but obviously, like I've said, I'm more than capable of doing it. I've played it before, so we're going to carry on and go and find our foster father, who I believe...
Greetings, young one.
Hello. Gorion has been looking for the young one. I know that, I've been told. Okay. So, beautiful place, Candlekeep. I believe Gorion should be waiting for us at the top of these stairs.
Hey, it's me, Emowyn.
Hello, Emowyn. Emowyn is a character that you are connected to, but I won't spoil it. Over the course of many of the games, you find out much about your connection to her. But at first, she's like your annoying young stepsister. I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you away from your studies and chore, that old fiddle-faddle. I snuck off too. Old Puffguts with Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, but will not say to where. Little one, I'm not much younger than you know, though you sure got tall fast. Relatively, anyway. A journey, eh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep, I really wish I could. Yes, sir, really do. Alright, I get the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. Oh, don't be silly. Gorion would never even let you finish the sentence, especially after what the letter of his said. Did I say that? No, of course I didn't. Never saw no letter, nope. I'll just get back to work now. You'd better go. Gorion is waiting. Hello, Gorion.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
I'm glad that you found me too, Gorion. This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It's very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Well, I'm ready to go right now, Gorion.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them.
That's some good information to know. Maybe just cast a healing spell on me?
Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I'll explain everything as soon as there is time.
Looks a bit fishy here.
Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourselves.
Receptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Gorion's an immensely powerful spellcaster.
dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arms.
Okay. Well,
It's
oh,
me, Emmoen.
hello Emmeryn. Sorry I followed you, but I never get out of Candlekeep, and those monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets neither. Well, that tells you what she's up to. I saw Gorion, and I'm so sorry. Kind of figured something bad might happen to you out there. How could you have known? Gorion didn't even tell me. I accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have it. It might be on his body. Anyway, I'm not going to let you wander out here all alone. I've never let a friend down. No, sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. Oh, Imoen. It might be a bit sooner than you believe. Okay, so we'll leave the first episode here. You've got an idea for character creation, seen where the story's taking us. But yeah, our journey is about to begin. I'll see you next time, Internet. Goodbye now.